Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Second time today trying to do this video. Didn't realize my volume was very low. I gotta clean these glasses again. But anyway, welcome back. My name's Art. Basically, what I do, I talk about comic books. Well, when I first started, I talked more about more serious stuff like depression, anxiety, and stuff like that, mental illness. Do I still suffer from that? To a certain extent, I do, but I have my hobbies to help me out. My hobbies, and plus what you see me doing every week, that helps me not be depressed as much. Oh wait, or maybe, let's see. I think this coming Wednesday, I did a video about a video coming out called why I collect. So if you have an interest of why I do that, take a look at it Wednesday. I think it's this Wednesday, or is it next Wednesday? I don't know. I filmed a whole bunch of stuff, and then trying to put, I realized I have like all these videos. I was like, oh, sometimes I go through spurts where I'm filming like 3 to 4 videos in a day. Then all of a sudden it just sits there, and I'm like, oh, I got these videos I can put out. Okay, cool. There we go. So some videos might be out for like, I probably did like 2 months ago, and you're finally seeing it. And sometimes I just delete it, but I think but every week I try to buy comic books every week off the shelves. I don't have a pull box. At one store, I have a pull box, but they don't carry DC. They carry Marvel, but they don't put Marvel in your pull box, so you have to get it off the shelf. But basically, all my Image stuff is there. So basically, for Image, all my Spawn every month, and some random things here and there. So I go to another store and I pick it off the shelf, and they're like, "Why? You should get a pull box." And I said, "Yeah, if I do, I would never really shop here." I said, and the young lady, she was like, I said, "Well, if, I like looking for stuff. 9 times out of 10, if I have a pull box, I'll come in, get my pull box, and unless someone tells me something, I'm out. I'm not going to look. But who knows? I might end up getting a pull box. That way, I won't have to worry about stuff selling out." But anyway, speaking of this, we got Master Universe Revolution number 3. Local Man number 12. New comic book, Nyx number 1. Now, I want to say something right now. The X-Men are back. Maybe you found one of these. Maybe you have one of these. The X-Men are back, and I just finally read X-Men number 1. Actually pretty interesting. Very interesting. So basically, off the heels of Krakoa, mutants are hated again. So when they were supposedly loved, stories kind of suck. But now since they're kind of hated again, they seem more interesting. Wolverine Deadpool number World War 3, I believe it's called. Number 3. I do like this cover. The story right here, I'm not really into it. I'm not really into the story. And if you're ready, you'll understand why. But then again, it's Wolverine and Deadpool. What can go wrong, right? That movie just came out this weekend, and as far as I know, it's number 1. And so here's the problem. If a lot of people complain about Marvel movies, how come this is number 1? Maybe because it's not PG. Also, San Diego Comic-Con is this weekend, and did you hear the big news? I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't heard, but believe me, I'm kind of shocked, and I wonder how you're going to do this. How is this possible? So I can't wait to see how they come about this. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 1, brand new number 1. And I like this Eastman cover. That's the only one I really like the most. And it's a nice jumping point getting back into Turtles. since I have not read Turtles in close to 30 years. Maybe I was like 22, the last Turtle book I actually read or something like that. So about 30 years, I'm probably, let's see if I can find Turtles again. Turtles interesting again. Last but not least of the new stuff, Darth Vader 48. Kind of interesting. When it comes to Star Wars, I did a video about my thoughts about the Acolyte TV show. I did not realize the kind of engagement I gotten out of that video. I mean, it's funny for a show that's so-called polarizing amongst people, and things I can agree with both viewpoints. But the hilarious part was that everybody who watched that video, and some of them said, I haven't seen it, so I'm not going to comment either way or shape or form. Some people are like, their kind of thing is like, I understand your viewpoint, but this sucks and everything else. And tell you, I do agree with them to a certain extent, but then again, like I was saying in the video, this is the stuff that people like me wanted back in the 80s, 90s. So I did pick up 3 old school books. Trying to figure out what year this is. I want to say 1976. Hopefully I didn't show it to you. 1976. So it is possible that I saw these on the turnstiles. It's possible. But I don't remember because I was 5 years old. I only remember Spider-Man. Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man number 5. My first comic book that I actually remember buying with my own money because I had allowance. So this is the Super Villain Team Up number 9. Right here. I love this picture. I love this cover. Really nice. Number 10 with the red skull. And number 11. Now, if you're about as old as I am, you can tell this cover is awesome. If not, you can say, well, that's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. But anyway, that's it for this week. As usual, I always ask if you had a good week this week. Me, I had a pretty decent week. Pretty decent. But, I'm always out and about looking for older stuff. But I don't want to pay an arm and a leg for it because I don't really care about the quality to some books. I'm trying to put stuff in shredding. I have a shredding bag. So a bag I will only use for shredding. And I always try to look for interesting books that's old school from the 70s and 80s to buy at a decent price. And sometimes some other books at a decent price too. And that's what I like doing. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And you know what? The funny thing is, we're almost done with the end of summer. Doesn't even feel like it, right? But anyway, talk to you guys later.